Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Mommy AZ. So, what I want to talk about is basically what I pack when I am going to get back on my truck. Like all the essentials as far as like what you're gonna shower, things like that. I know, like I said, I'm not here to teach, but I'm here to give you kind of an insight in my life of what I do as far as what I pack. Not everybody packs the same. Um, so basically, um, this is what I pack. I always make sure I have, what I usually use at home for the shower. And I usually do full size bottles. When I mean full size bottles, I mean like my shampoo, my shower gel, things like that, because of the fact that I feel like I don't want to run out. Um, and it's not easy to get to a Walmart or somewhere where you can basically stop and shop. So I would rather have enough than not enough. I guess I'm the type of person who's like, you just never know. Okay, so um, basically, you want to have a bag big enough. I actually had a bag that was bigger and it was heavy. Um, it's like when you're a woman and you have a purse, and the bigger the purse, the more stuff you put in it. So I kind of try to start, I'm trying to like limit my space as far as my bag is concerned. Um, I don't think it's really working, but well, it's, I just barely started doing this. So I purchased this bag here. I like it. A pink. I'm in love with pink. And then the leopard. I'm really all about the leopard. Anyways, I purchased this at Marshall's. I liked it. It was really cute. Not necessarily the ears, but it was just this part here. And then I liked it because it actually has a handle with little tires on there, so you can roll it. I don't really use it. I don't know. I guess I just don't want to put dirt on my truck, I guess you would say, which the whole purpose was for me to roll it, but at the same time, I'm like, it's hard to keep the truck cleaned, especially if there's two people. And like I said, I have a co-driver, so um, we're really about sweeping out the truck as much as we can and cleaning it and making sure that it's livable. We even have slippers that we have inside the truck. So when we get in the truck, we change our shoes and I put my slippers on, and my slippers don't even ever see the pavement. So try to keep as much dirt out as possible. Okay, so like I said, I have this bag, which I'm gonna have to purchase another one of these because it actually tore. But it actually worked really good for me. I also found it at Marshall's. I know I like Marshalls. So, anyways, so it has a handle, but I don't use the handle, of course. Um, it has the inside of it, and like I said, it kind of tore because I had so much stuff in it, so it tore off the sides. It's not how it's supposed to be. It's actually supposed to be like a square. Um, so and I liked it because it has the pockets all on the side, so it actually keeps all of like my shampoo, my shower gel, my toothbrush, my toothpaste, everything that I would need to shower, because on a truck you don't have a shower, so you have to have everything in a bag so that when you get to a truck stop and you are gonna shower, get up in the morning, gonna shower, you can actually um, walk into the truck stop and get a shower and you have all your stuff there. So basically, you want to make sure you have it all in a bag. So, anyways, okay, so starting off, like I said, I do full size bottles. So, my shower gel, okay, I like the mango, or actually the sweet honeysuckle orange peel. So, anyways, my shower gel, full size, my conditioner, full size shampoo. Yes, it's my hair tie because I, for some reason, lose hair ties all the time. So, um, I put that in there. Um, Contact solution, okay. Um, and don't judge me. I haven't gone to the store. Really haven't had the money. I've been off since December 23rd. So I haven't even worked, so I haven't had a paycheck. And when I did have the money, I didn't have time to go to the store, so I actually took one of my husband's extra deodorants. So anyway, so I'm showing you that's in here. Um Pebble. I love the way it smells. But anyway, so I have my perfume, and I also have what I got at Body Works. I like it because it has glitter. So I have that in there. Then my hair gel. I have that in here too also. So I put that all in the middle. Even my hairspray, because you just never know. My toothbrush. So you want to make sure you have your toothbrush, and I have it in the little toothbrush container, travel container. So what I do with this, I always put it off to the side. So I don't know if you can kind of see as I'm going. I'm putting it all in here, and then I put it in one of these pockets. Okay. Okay, and then like I said, I have a full size toothpaste. Okay, and I always put it in the same pocket that I have my toothbrush. My lotion that I make sure I have in here also. I actually still have my own. I haven't thrown it away. I have a little bit left, so just like I said, just in case. So I'm gonna put that off to the side. So then turning it, like I said, it has a hole, so it's kind of like coming out. But anyways, so then I have my brush. Okay, I put it in one pocket, my comb, and then another comb in my pocket. And here I also have, like, this is kind of old, but so what I do is, like, for my razor, I have, like, for the extra, so I put it all, I usually put it back in its container, and then I put it in a Ziploc bag. Okay, because I don't want to lose it. And that goes in one of the pockets. And I forgot which I'm glad I'm doing it now, because I forgot it in my bathroom. My face gel. I know you can't really see me, I'm sorry. I'm trying to, like, so that you could see what I'm putting in. Okay, so I have that all in here. More stuff for my hair. I also have a clip so that I could put it, like, if I'm going to clip my hair for, I don't wash my hair every day unless I was sweating a lot. So then I make sure I have my hair clip in there. Let's see. So that's for my bag. Okay. So then that's gonna go in here, which, like I said, it has a hole in it. So basically I put it in here, so it's all in one corner. So let me just kind of show you. It's all like in a corner inside the bag. Okay. Now, sorry. Okay. So that's that. Now, if you're going to start driving, there's so many people that use the showers. So I always have sandals. These are for my shower. Like, even like people that go to the gym, they wear shower sandals, or I don't know what they're called them, but whatever. But anyways, I have these. So then I have them. I put them inside my bag. Okay. Also in a Ziploc bag, I have my little scrunchie thing so that I can wash my body. And this, I love this. So basically, not everybody's gonna know, but somebody might know what it is. And it's actually a pumice. Okay, it's a pumice for your feet. I scrub my feet every day. I don't want to have dry heels, so I always scrub my feet. So anyways, even when you're wearing like tennis shoes or boots, I found when I would wear my boots through the winter, that I actually had more callus because it's the boots. So I have that in here. I put it in a Ziploc bag. Okay, and also put it in here. I have that. So this is what I use for my shower. Oh, and then my makeup bag, which I have so much stuff in here you don't even want to know, and it's dirty and I gotta wash it, clean it. But anyways, so I have my makeup. So I also put it in here. Okay, so my bag is almost full. If you can kind of look, it's kind of almost full. Okay, so that's for this. So that's what I use for my shower, and then I have a small part in there where I have my clothes that I take my clothes so I can change in. Okay, so when I'm gonna go back on my truck, this bag gets really full. So, anyways, when I'm gonna go back on my truck, I have other things that I put in there. So I have this because when I come home, um, I have my Apple Watch. So I have like the charger for the Apple Watch. I have my headphones for my iPhone. And then it's a good idea to actually have where you can plug it into a USB, because if for whatever reason you have a breakdown and you end up having to sit in a hotel, well, when you're on a truck, you don't need to have this plug. You have all of the USB adapters that will charge, that you buy for the over the road, that you have in your car. Well, sometimes we don't think about it, and when we're in a hotel, they don't all have the USB plugs for your charger for your phone. So I always make sure I have one at least, so that when I'm if for whatever reason I'm in a hotel, because it's happened to me and I'm telling you from experience that you have to be able to charge your phone. So luckily at the time, I think I had it in my bag for whatever reason. I think when I first started and I didn't know better, that I didn't really need it, but at the same time I did need it. So anyways, so that's why I have that. So I purchased this at Marshall's. I like Marshall's. I really liked it because I can separate like my headphones, my USBs. Usually I keep a set at home and then I keep a set in my truck. But if I need to, like, for whatever reason, because I am going to a hotel, I can get the ones that I have in my truck and I put them in my bag. And like I said, I end up putting more stuff in my bag when I'm gonna go back to my truck. So that will go in here also. Okay. Use a lot of Ziploc bags. So anyways, so contacts, my contacts, I put it in here. Sometimes I put more things than I should. You have your this is for your nails when you have to trim your nails or whatever. So that's what I have in here. So I kind of keep like all the miscellaneous stuff, I guess, inside the Ziploc bag. So my contacts, my contact case. When I'm going on my truck, this is what I do, and then when I get on my truck, I kind of like separate a little bit. So I have my earbuds. Basically, I'll put it in here. What else did I put in there? Oh, and then I have for my clear polish, because in case you never know what can happen. I'm a you never know person. I also have another bag, which, like I said, I have so many bags. So anyways, and I have for my aux cord, which I should put it in this thing, but I have it in here. Don't ask me why. Because I always remember that it's in there. My extra pair of glasses. So if you wear contacts, you have to have your contacts on, and if you don't have your contacts on, you have to wear your glasses, because if you get pulled into a wait station, they're going to want to see that you're either wearing your contacts or you're wearing your glasses, because if you're not wearing either or, it's a violation because it's on your driver's license. Okay, so I have my glasses. I also have like things for my hair, my combs. I have more my contact case. I'm gonna go through this stuff. Lipstick, lip gloss. So this. So a lot of times, it's not necessarily a weapon, because it's not. But anyways, I use it like for whatever reason you have to trying to figure out how to close it now. Okay, so there it goes. So either you need to, for whatever reason, there's stuff that you need for the truck. You just never know. There's tools that you might have to use it for, and that's one of the reasons I have that. So basically that's just like stuff that miscellaneous things that I have that I carry. So that all will go in here too. Um I always want to make sure that I remember everything. So the night before I'm gonna leave, I always make sure that I have my wallet, my driver's license, because believe me, it's something that you can lose or you can forget. Because I think more as a woman, because when you come home, you end up coming. I come home and I use my purse. Um, when I'm on the road, I don't use a purse. I use a wallet. Because I have my driver's license and my fuel card, things like that. So I have that. I have my wallet. Basically, that's basically what I use. I don't use a purse. So then I do have a little purse that I have in case for other things that like I have to have. For whatever reason, I don't know. I hate to say it that I'm just in case person. So the night before, I always make sure that I have my wallet, both wallets inside this bag. Even though it's my shower bag, I do put it in there. Also my keys. That's gonna because I have two sets of keys, and the reason I have two sets of keys is one is for my truck. It has my Love's card, my Giant card, because when you go through Texas, there's this one that I used to always like to go to. Your Denny's discount card, because you're a truck driver, you get that. My ID. And you guys are gonna laugh at me, but a key, not necessarily a key. You're a woman, you're out there, you gotta protect yourself. So anyways, a whistle. I remember having this whistle years and years ago. It broke, so I'm gonna have to put another one on there. But anyways, so I have two sets of keys. I have these keys, and then I have my car keys. So I always make sure that I have these keys inside my bag too. Because I don't want to leave without something. So that's my shower bag. Okay. So I always pack way too much. I think my co-driver says I pack way too much. So anyways, I know this is not a good backdrop, but I just kind of wanted to be like, I know you hear my dogs outside. I'm so sorry. Okay, so that's my shower bag. Now, when I come home and I'm going back on my truck, I always make sure that wash clothes. I always make sure that I put the clothes that I wash back into the bag so I don't forget anything. I'm always an overpacker, and it's just, for me, it's like you just never know. You're gonna get stuck somewhere and you didn't have time to wash clothes and you have no clean clothes. I am not gonna be that person. I don't want to be that person. So I always make sure I have a duffel bag that has at least, they say at least 7 days worth of clothes, because then you can wash them. I always have way more than that. I always have like 2 weeks worth of clothes. I wear a lot of leggings because of the fact that I'm in my truck and I just want to be comfortable. I don't want to be seen in pajamas getting off at the shipper or the receiver. But I figure, leggings are not as bad as long as you wear, a decent shirt or something that's decent, doesn't look like pajamas. Since it has gotten colder, I do have pajamas, especially now that I have my co-driver. If she stops, excuse me, she stops somewhere, then I get down to go to the restroom, so I have to have something decent. And I'm not gonna wear shorts. I'm gonna wear pajama pants, and a sweatshirt. So I end up having to take a little bit more clothes. But thank God that we're gonna start rolling out tomorrow, and it's longer than what I thought it was. It's already Wednesday, and I'm not leaving until Thursday, which is tomorrow. Today is the 8th of January, and I've been off since the 23rd. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to go over what my shower bag looks like. Oh, and then one more thing, I always make sure I have a towel, but it's in one of my other bags. So when you work for a company, a lot of the times when you go to the terminal, they have showers for you. And for all company employees, company drivers, but you have to supply your own towel. Whereas in a truck stop, they supply the towels for you. Um, you can take your own towel at a truck stop if you'd like, but they do supply towels. They supply like a mat towel, like for when you get out of the shower, a regular a body towel, and then a hand towel, like a little small little towel, or body towel. So they supply that. Um, but as far as you going to a terminal, not all terminals will supply towels, as far as I know. So I always make sure I have a towel, one or two towels, for myself, because depending on how many times you go to a terminal, you're gonna use the same towel. So I try to have at least two towels. But like I said, you want to have at least 7 days worth of clothes, because then you can be able to wash at a terminal or at a truck stop. And I always have extra clothes because I would rather come home and wash my clothes than spend the money at a truck stop and spend $20. And I know some people are gonna be like, well, it's only $20. Well, $20 is $20. $20 could be my tank of gas, or like something for me to eat instead of having to wash my clothes. So I'd rather come home and shower, wash my clothes, and do that. Sorry, not necessarily shower. Well, shower when I get home, but when I come home for my home time, I want to be able to wash my clothes here and not have to wash my clothes somewhere else, because that $20 can go to my water bill. Okay, so, but I kind of wanted to go over that. So back to me going back to work. So I know that in my last video, or in a couple of videos ago, I did say that I was going to probably head out Tuesday or Wednesday, which didn't work out that way. And that's the bad thing about truck driving. From one minute to the next, things totally change. They completely change. So you just have to come to expect that. Come to expect that things change from one day to the next. So I'm wearing a hat, I'm wearing t-shirt and leggings today because I thought I was gonna leave to Phoenix, so that I can get on my truck and take off, but things did not work out that way. So basically tomorrow I'll be heading out. I'll be heading out and we'll be going on our first load, as far as in the reefer division. We were already driving team in dry van, but we're gonna do the reefer. So this will be our first load. I will probably video on that. We'll see how that goes with everything. I just can't stress enough that with truck driving, it can change from one day to the next. I try to be positive, but sometimes, man, it is not easy. It is not easy when things happen. I've been doing this for 3 years, and like I've said before, sometimes things seem the same, but they're not. Everything is just totally different from one day to the next. One load could look the same, but it's not the same as far as your experience is concerned. The experience that you have at that moment, that you're there to deliver, that you're there to pick up. So basically that's what I kind of wanted to also go over, not just a shower bag, but go over that with you. So I know that in my first video I did mention that I didn't have any family that drove trucks. I didn't have that kind of like figure, like a father figure, mother figure, aunt figure, uncle figure that drove trucks. And what's funny is that when I decided I was going to start driving, my cousin was going to school for CDL, which I did not know. And come to find out now is that myself and my cousin are both truck drivers now. He does more local than I do. he did a little bit of over the road, but really not anything. But I'm more of the over road than he is. So my cousin also does that. So thumbs up to you, my cousin. Um, I just kind of wanted to mention that. I also kind of wanted to go over um, why I can't drink a lot of soda really quick, because I think tomorrow I'm going to do a video of me purchasing the things that I purchase at the grocery store that I do get, so that I can have on the truck and I can have as far as eating on the truck and not eating at a lot of truck stops. So this past year, which is 2019 in January, I got diagnosed with diabetes. I being a truck driver, when you get to a certain level, basically you're not allowed to drive anymore. That's my understanding. I could be wrong. Someone can, correct me. But once you get to insulin injections, it pretty much kind of cuts off there. You can still take medication as far as pills is concerned and still drive. But I didn't want to be on a truck and having to do insulin, or be on a truck and having to take medication. What if I run out of medication and I'm on the truck and I'm like, where am I supposed to get my medication at? Um, so I had taken some time off this past June, July, because I needed to get my eating habits in order. Um, I didn't know much about diabetes. I only knew certain things. And when the doctor told me, um, the first thing that came to my mind is I'm not going to have toes, I'm not going to have feet, those are going to get cut off. Because that's pretty much what I've seen in my environment, in my community. Um, Native Americans are very known for having diabetes. Um, and it's just because I think of our eating habits. And if I'm wrong and you're gonna correct me, then correct me. So I just wanted to make sure that my eating habits were better. Um, I'm not a person who eats a lot of flour tortillas. We do eat a lot of fried food, but and that has lard. Tortillas have lard, but I had to learn how to eat better. Um, I had to basically cut my sugar out. Um, and the whole so let me kind of like give you a story of what the doctor told me. It's kind of funny. I think to me it's funny. So anyways, so when I got diagnosed, it was because I had surgery and they did blood work. So when I went for my checkup, he told me that basically he had some good news and bad news. I said, okay, so what's the bad news? Um, you're diabetic. I was like, okay, what's the good news? You don't have to take any medication right now. And as he's telling me, I have this huge smile on my face. And I just kind of laugh. And he looks at me like, okay, why are you laughing? I said, you don't understand. I think I'm like, I guess the lighting is a little bit because of, okay, just a little bit better. I said, you don't understand. Um, I just came from my house and I dropped off a box of pan dulce and a dozen of tortillas. Well, for some of you that don't know what pan dulce is sweet bread, Mexican sweet bread. Conchas, pan de huevo, cochitos, empanadas, um, all that. And the reason I did that was because I just got off of my truck and I'm like, okay, and I knew I had a doctor's appointment. So I was like, you know what? When I come home, I like to have my cafecito, my coffee, and have some sweet bread, at night. Have a little cup of coffee, and that's how I go to sleep. Basically, I couldn't do that anymore. And it was just kind of funny to me that he's telling me this, and I just left my house and left a box of pan dulce. And he looked at me, he kind of laughed, and he's like, no, I get it, and I understand. Mm, because a lot of the patients there, talk to him and tell him about all that. So I was like, anyways, so that's the funny story. But so I go back to July. I had to take some time off, and I took time off because I needed to get my eating habits better, you know. So I went to a nutritionist, and it's hard because when I'm on the road, it's hard for me to get to my doctor's appointments. We don't always get back when we're supposed to. They really, I'm not gonna lie, they do try, but it doesn't always happen. So sometimes I have to reschedule and reschedule and reschedule, because you're on the road. It doesn't. We don't live a normal everyday life. Um, so anyways, so I had to kind of learn how to eat better. So no more soda. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna lie. I do have soda every once in a while when I feel like I need it and I want it. I limit it. Um, but and pan dulce and all that stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I still eat it. I still eat flour tortillas, but I don't eat it as much as I did before. I don't I try not to eat a lot of sugar. I try not to eat a lot of pastas because I love pastas, but I try not to eat a lot of bread. And those were the things. It wasn't so much that I, even though I talk about pan dulce and sweet bread, it wasn't so much that I ate a lot of sweet stuff. It was the fact that I did drink soda. I love bread, I love potatoes, and I love pasta. Those things are what was not doing me any good. And when I was on the truck, I didn't. You don't eat 3 meals a day. That's just not how you do things. You don't eat 3 meals a day. I have a certain. Now I eat what I eat, and I try to eat better, but it doesn't always work. It doesn't always happen. But anyways, so enough of that. Because I could probably go on and on. It's already been a half an hour. I don't know if you guys don't even like still be here, watching me, listening to me babble. And if you are, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So if you are, then please hit subscribe, the like, and the notifications. So when I do go on and I do a video, and you guys will be notified. I really do appreciate your support, and people that have watched my video. I do appreciate you. And I'm just trying to give you insight in of what happens to me or what I go through. The day that I leave, I know I said I'm gonna stop, but the day that I leave is the hardest day for me. It's always been that way from the time that I started driving and had to be on the road. Literally, it doesn't happen as much because I do come home a little bit more often. And I think I'm a little bit more used to it, but it still is the hardest thing. I'm leaving my family. I'm leaving my house. I'm leaving my dogs. I'm leaving my cousins. I'm leaving everybody. My children, my grandchildren. I'm leaving everybody. May not see them every day, but when they get together, I'm not always there. And it does hurt, and it does get to me sometimes because I want to be there and I can't. Birthdays and things like that doesn't always work for me. I can't, and I know it's because of what I chose. I chose to have this career. I chose to drive, but it still hurts. It still is hard when you leave that day. I mean, all the time before, like in the beginning, I would cry when I would leave. When I would be on the road and on the highway when no one sees you, I would cry. After the second day, it's not as bad. The third day is like, okay, I'm done. I'm already like halfway across the United States. I can't do anything. I gotta keep working. Um, so, but I just want to say that, you know, I hope you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about with what I say, my words, what we have to go through as far as leaving our family, leaving our house, leaving our city, our hometown. You know, things that happen, it's a way of life. And we do it for our family. And I know it's what I chose, but sometimes it does get to you. Um, and if you see a truck driver, thank them, because we're the ones who bring you your toilet paper. We're the ones who bring you your shampoo. We're the ones who bring you your potatoes, um, your sugar, your paper towels. We bring all of that to you. Um, it's just, I don't know. But anyways, when you see a truck driver, give him a thumbs up and tell him thank you for doing your job. It's not an easy job. Thank you for doing your job. And if you like my videos, thumbs up. Press the subscribe button and like my videos, please. And if you don't like my video, then I'm sorry. And if you don't like my video after watching me for 5 minutes, I'm sorry. But this is my life. Okay? Talk to you guys later. Love you. Besos. And I will see you on the next video.